Race here in Fuji, it's round 2 of MRL Season 11. It's Tyler Davison on pole with Joshua Alsdorf in second and Joran Boselli in third, I believe. As we come towards the line. And the green flag waves are well on the way here in Fuji. It's a good start for Tyler Davison, also for Joran Boselli. Joshua Alsdorf with a worse start, he dropped down to third. Joran Boselli is now attacking Tyler Davison, or not. No, he's not. It's Joshua Alsdorf around the outside of his teammate into second place. Will he be trying to challenge Davison? Doesn't look like it. Davison on the outside, Alsdorf on the inside of Corona. Davison leads into turn 2 with our series in second, Boselli in third. Then we have Tuinbeek in fourth, Sandever in fifth, and Mills in sixth. From Joshua Alsdorf, it's his teammate now on the inside. Will he take over P2? It looks like it. Joran Boselli now up into P2 ahead of Joshua Alsdorf and ahead of Rick Tuinbeek. I think that still is. Yes, it is. Corona now up into second place, and Corona obviously is Joran Boselli, and sometimes I just see the name tag. On to the second lap, it's Scott Sandever who just overtook Rick Tuinbeek. We just missed that. The straight line speed from the Toyota against the Subaru. Oh, there's a spin in front. There's a spin in front. It's Joshua Alsdorf. Joshua Alsdorf spun off at turn 1 after making a little mistake in the final sector the last lap. He now made a bigger mistake on the first sector on the second lap. Joshua Alsdorf is now down into last place. As we see Rick Tuinbeek still putting pressure on Scott Sandever. The Subaru being better everywhere else on the track apart from the straight, but Scott Sandever looks to be like he's hanging around the outside. Oh, Rick Tuinbeek's wide. That's now allows Seb Mills to go on the outside of Scott Sandever. But it's a straight, so that means Toyota will probably pull out in front. Can he do anything on the brake? It doesn't look like it's Scott Sandever on the inside, defends the inside. Rick Tuinbeek actually getting past on his teammate now, but Seb Mills fight back. Hell of a fight here for third place actually. Sandever out of turn 1 in towards turn 2 or 3, I don't know actually. But it's Seb Mills now trying to go on the inside of Scott Sandever. Can he keep it around the outside here in the long right-hander of turn 4? Round the outside, Seb Mills, he keeps it together. Beautiful move from him. He's now up into the podium places, but he goes a little bit wide. That will give Scott Sandever a chance. Doesn't look like it. Seb Mills up into P3. Well, Scott Sandever actually with straight line speed is coming back at Seb Mills again. These two are battling all race long so far. Will he be able to go around the outside? Seb Mills late on the brakes. Looks to me like Seb Mills got that covered. Yes, he has. Great battle between those two for the podium place. We just moved up past Rick Tuinbeek, and it's Scott Sandever who went past Seb Mills again. And a four-way battle now for the podium places as Scott Sandever brakes. Did he brake too late? Will it be a cutback from Seb Mills? No, it won't. Or will it? No, Scott Sandever has a cover, but we now go towards turn 2. Will Seb Mills send one on the inside there? It doesn't look like it. Joshua Alsdorf cut off the straight. Joshua Alsdorf goes on the inside of Seb Mills. He tries to block it off, but it won't work. Top speed of the Jaguar being better than that of the Subaru. And he now moves up back into the podium places where he spun out of on lap 2. Seb Mills, will he be able to get him into the next corner? Probably not, he's too far back. But Seb Mills is going on the inside of Joshua Alsdorf. That's a late move. That's a good move from Seb Mills. Oh, and that's Scott Sandever off the track. That will give the position to Rick Tuinbeek. But here comes Joshua Alsdorf round the outside of Seb Mills with the superior straight line speed. Will Seb Mills try to brake late? He will, but he won't have enough speed to try and get it on the inside of Joshua Alsdorf. Great battle between those. Right to the back of Seb Mills after losing out in the pit stop phase. Looks like Mills is struggling with his tires. Boselli is not though. He's now on the inside of Seb Mills, and he will probably blast past the JMR car of Sebastian Mills. And that is Boselli back up into the podium positions as we enter lap 17 with Joran Boselli here in the replay as he gets onto the green bit. No grip there, and he goes spinning into the wall, losing his podium place to Sebastian Mills. That's not very handy from Joran Boselli. Penalty for crossing the white line at pit entry as Seb Mills looks to go down the inside. He has faked him, and that is Joran Boselli wide in turn 1. Seb Mills with a little fake of a lunge, and he now moves up back into the podium place. So will Joran Boselli get him back here into turn 2? Doesn't look like it. Seb Mills back up into the podium place. All the way to the inside. As they go towards turn 1, will Boselli be able to get the podium place? He's gonna be wide. Will Seb Mills get the cut back? He will. Seb Mills pushes him a bit wide. That's good. That's good racing between both of them. Seb Mills now defends the inside. Will Boselli go all the way around the outside? Doesn't look like it. Will he get the cut back though? As they go towards the long right-hander of turn 3. It doesn't look like that's the case, but he can now break him into the next corner. I don't think he will. Seb Mills keeps his podium place. Joran Boselli is getting a little bump from Aston Lewis in the Fast Formula Hypercar. But you go, oh, that's way too deep for Seb Mills. And now Joran Boselli pushes Aston Lewis into Seb Mills. That's, to be fair, that's a quite smart move from Joran Boselli, who now moves back up into the podium places. Oh, what a scrappy race this has been so far. Boselli and Seb Mills are battling. We have a battle here for not last position. It's Scott Sandever against Rick Tuynbeek, the champion, against the hotshot here. As Scott Sandever defends from Seb Mills. Rick Tuynbeek, yeah, who gives him a little tap. Will Rick Tuynbeek send one on the inside? He won't. As we now enter the final lap, as Joran Boselli just about finished ahead of Seb Mills in third, but here comes Rick Tuynbeek on the inside of Scott Sandever. As we have Ritmo Hamza spinning in the background. It's Scott Sandever who fends off Rick Tuynbeek and then parks it on the apex. That will probably seal it as the other has higher top speed. Scott Sandever will come out on top of this battle here in Fuji Speedway as they come towards the line. Will he hold on? Yes, he will. Scott Sandever finishes in P5. As in the background already we can see Tyler Davison making his way towards the line. He won last week in Daytona. He's going to go 2 for 2 here in Fuji. Tyler Davison wins here in Fuji at the Fuji International Speedway. So Rick Tuynbeek just standing there. He wins here. Not Rick Tuynbeek. Tyler Davison wins here in Fuji Speedway as Joshua Altdorf now doesn't cross the line yet. He comes out of the final corner. He will finish P2 for GS Motorsports on his reserve outing here. As he now crosses the line, it's Altdorf in P2, it's Corona or Joran Boselli in P3, it's Seb Mills in P4, Scott Sandever in P5, and Rick Tuynbeek in P6. Yes.